Hi, boys and girls. Just as a review from yesterday, we were looking at simple celled organisms, and we were saying that some of the simple celled organisms could be a single celled or many celled organisms. Some of our single celled were examples were bacteria and algae, and our many cells were jellies. So they were creating their own food, and then today we're going to be looking at our other classification of organisms, which is complex organisms. Yesterday, I mentioned to you that they have a major difference. Their major difference is complex organisms have organs, just like this diagram here that you can see on the left, okay, of this lizard. Inside of the lizard's body, you'll notice that he has a pancreas and he has a bladder and intestines and other things that allow him to go through all of his life processes. So let's take a look to know a little bit more about complex organisms. Cells are the basic building blocks of all organisms. In complex organisms, there are many different kinds of cells. In your body, for example, you have skin cells, blood cells, stomach cells, and many other kinds of cells. In plants, different kinds of cells make up different parts, such as the roots or the leaves. In complex organisms, cells that are similar form one kind of tissue. A tissue is a group of similar cells that work together. Some examples are muscle tissues, nerve tissue, and stomach tissue. So let's pause for a moment right there. So here we have the intestines. They are made of their own types of cells. Different kinds of tissues are organized into organs, such as the stomach, the lungs, which is here, and the eyes. Complex organisms also have organ systems. An organ system is a group of organs that work together to carry out life processes. Your stomach is one of the organs in your digestive system, which takes in nutrients and eliminates wastes. Your nervous system receives information from your surroundings and other parts of your body. It helps control how we react to that information. So here is a close-up, if we were looking under a microscope, of the pancreas, which is right here, and inside of the pancreas, again, you'll see that it's made up of many different cells, all the same kind, but found in the pancreas. The cells of this lizard are organized into tissues that makes up organs, such as the pancreas. Organs form organ systems, such as the digestive system. So our goal for today is to show how are organs and tissues alike? How are they different? So you can reread this section and answer the question on our fourth slide for today. Let's just review now everything that we've learned so far for the entire week. Here's some visuals to review. Here we have a duck. A living thing is made up of cells. Let's just let this load for a moment. And carry out life processes. Again, we said there was 7 of them. Here we have simple organisms. Simple organisms are made up of a single cell. Others are made up of many cells that are similar. So again, there's 2 types of simple organisms, single or many-celled. And our third part of this week is we learned about complex organisms. In complex organisms, cells are organized into tissue, which make up organs. Organs form organ systems. Now, boys and girls, we're going to be looking at our last section here. I'm just going to make this a tad bit bigger so we can see it nice and clearly. We have 2 projects that we get to choose from. Our project is going to be a few days long, and we will have on this chart when it is due. So these are the 2 that you get to choose from. Math, draw lines of symmetry. The closer you look at nature, the more symmetry you find. Research, diatoms on the internet. Make a poster showing images of them. Boys and girls, if you wanted to do a poster and print it out from your computer, if you have a printer at home, you could do that. Or You can do hand-drawn copies. You could draw it yourself if you don't have a printer. Draw lines of symmetry for the diatoms that are symmetrical. So you can use Google or even Britannica to help you research that. And then we have art. These are two. You get to pick one. Make a poster. You can make a three-dimensional model of a plant or animal cell by gluing household items such as pasta, foam peanuts, and yarn to a piece of poster board. Choose either a plant or animal cell. Be sure to include all of the parts of the cell and label them. So you can go back to Tuesday's slides where we have all of the pictures of the different parts of animals or plant cells. So you pick one, animal or plant. You can be creative and find other items around your house. Boys and girls, if you don't have a poster paper and you'd like to draw this on the sidewalk with chalk, feel free. That would be really cool too. So I hope you have fun doing this project. And again, it will say on the slides when your project is actually due.